Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Big Yaps Only. Today, we're going to be talking about the last weekend, Palmetto, and we're also going to be talking about what's coming up, which is a pretty big weekend for the golf world. We got the U.S. Open. First of all, let's talk about Palmetto. I don't know if you guys watched much of it. I didn't watch very much. What was I doing? I had to go back home for a scramble. So I watched Friday. I watched a little bit Saturday. Saturday I traveled back home. Woke up at 6 o'clock Sunday morning. Had to be at the course at 7. Then we started at 8. And we didn't get done until about 1:30. Went home, took a little napski, and then ended up coming back here to Ohio. If you're wondering how we did in the scramble, I mean I was the best player on our team, so we're not gonna be doing like too crazy. We got top 10 out of like 20 something, maybe 22 teams maybe. I can't remember. It's around 20 teams. We got top 10. We shot 4 under. Left a lot of birdie putts out there. We ended up bogeying one hole as a par 3. None of us hit the green. So I know on that par 3, the day before we ended up playing, just so I can get an idea of what clubs to use. The day before, I hit like I don't know how far the hole is, it's 108 to the center, I think, something like that. So the greens there are real soft, and I switched to Pro V1s, and these balls have been just like throwing them out there on a fishing line, and then as soon as they stop, you just like reel that thing back. They've been a lot of backspin, but the greens were soft, so that makes a huge difference. I played it on like these greens that I live on, and they don't really have a lot of backspin, but they do check a little bit. I'm just never had a lot of backspin on my golf shots. So yeah, we went 4 under, didn't win anything. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to watch the tournament that much. Like I said last week, I was really rooting for either DJ or Brooks. Poor Brooks didn't even make the cut. Didn't even know what was going on. It looked like the course conditions were tough. I know DJ was doing okay. DJ finished. He tied for 8th, 3 shots behind the lead, so not terrible. The dude that won it, I don't even know who it is. There was just a lot of people in there that I didn't know, so that's why I was like uninterested in it. But this week, I'm probably going to be watching a lot, even though I've been tinkering in the gaming world again, and that's kind of weird. We played Warzone the last 2 nights. I've thought about creating a Twitch channel for Brad the Lefty and streaming some games, You never know. I would never put anything on this channel gaming related because it's just strictly golf. But I do have the It's BLS channel over there. You might, I'm still cracked. Let's just say that. I'm still cracked. But, yeah, Palmetto, kind of boring. Course looked nice. There was sand everywhere. And they called them, they weren't calling them bunkers. They were just calling sandy areas or sandy whatever. My dad's calling me. Dude, I mean... Did it end the recording? I'm going to have to call him back because I'm in the middle of this. But I'm going to just text him on here real quick because he'll freak out. There's one time that my dad couldn't get a hold of me. I had the day off. I had people calling me. I'm sleeping. Hold on. Recording something. I'll call you after. He does call me a lot, but I just completely lost train of thought. Yeah, I had the day off. I took PTO. Didn't tell him. He tracked me. I was home. He thought I died. Was going to come to Ohio, and yeah, I was just sleeping, dude. So, anyways, so the U.S. Open. Great lineup. They're playing at Torry Pines, which I didn't realize in the last short par 4 unboxing, they sent us Torry Pines shirts. I have it somewhere. I'm not going to go get it. Actually, you know what? I'll go get it because I can still talk to you. So they send us all this stuff, but I have been kind of a dick to Torrey Pine, or to short par 4. I don't know where it's at. I've been kind of a dick to them because where the hell would I put that? Well, I don't know. It's somewhere in here. I'm not going to look for it too much. I thought I knew. I had thought I had to hang it up in my bedroom. But they sent me a Torrey Pine shirt, so it's pretty cool to have that. But the short par 4 thing, man, I was doing unboxings, and then I would watch them, and then the things you get, they're okay. You get your money's worth out of it, but they're just like, you're spending money on shit that you probably won't wear. So then I end up canceling my membership, and then they try to they're like, oh, we can give you a bunch of points for you to get your 25% off your next 3 orders. I'm like, if you're going to be able to do this, why don't you just do it forever? Give me 25% off forever. So we can't do that. And then I was like, well, why don't you guys do a brand deal where you guys keep sending me it for free, and I'll keep doing the monthly unboxings. They're like, we already have way too many people to do it. So I'm like, okay, whenever I'm huge and you guys are sending me little things, hey, can you here's a free package. Don't want it. But yeah, I didn't realize that Torrey Pines is where they're playing. I think it's in San Diego or something like that. I know it's in Cali. So I want to talk about the groups. We'll talk about the groups right off the rip. Good looking groups. I mean, looks like we have Colin Morikawa, I can never say his name, Morikawa, Justin Thomas, and Brooks Koepka, one featured group. Next group, DJ, Rory, and Justin Rose. Then the next group is Will Zalatoris, Scotty Scheffler, Jordan Spieth. Then you have Mark Leisman, John Rahm, and Patrick Reed. They are letting John golf in this, so hopefully he's still got that fire. Then you got Max Homa, Phil Mickelson, and Xander, which that might be my favorite group right there. Max, Phil, and Xander. Tee off, let me see, 4:36 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Bro, that sucks that it's in California. I just realized. Because Thursdays and Fridays, I usually put golf on. When I'm on my desk, I watch it with my AirPods in. But 4:36 Eastern time, I'm gonna be on my way home from work. That sucks. Anyways, the next group: Patrick Cantlay, Louis Oosthuizen, Sungjae Im. Then the next one: Matthew Fitzpatrick, Tyrell Hatton, Victor Hovland. Love Victor. Then you got Tyler Strafasi. I don't know why he looks familiar, but Bryson DeChambeau and Hideki. Then the last group is Adam Scott, Sergio Garcia, and Bubba. The two favorite groups, the Max Homa, Phil, and Xander, that's a great group. And then Colin, Justin, and Brooks. Those are the two groups that I'm probably going to watch. Hopefully they don't play at the same time. 4:14. And do they do? You're going to torture me like this, PGA. I'm going to have to watch it again where I have this on one group and this on another group. That stinks. But yeah, I love the groups. I want to say my predictions are going to be, there's a couple people out there. I didn't see Tony Finau in this featured group, which kind of devastates me because Tony's one of my favorites. I mean, there's so many good golfers to give predictions. I did a DraftKings. I think I can't remember who I picked to win this. But I mean, I want to say Max Homa has a good shot, but the last major he didn't even make the cut. I feel like John Rahm is going to come out with some fire. He's going to be, he did an interview after a practice round. He didn't seem pissed. He, he was complying with the PGA Tour, their decision, which maybe I had the wrong perception of what Jon Rahm was. I'm starting to like the guy a little bit more, okay? I felt bad for him last week or 2 weekends ago at the Memorial, and then now he's like taking the mature route. Like I said, I used to like not have bad blood towards him, but like I didn't like it when he was golfing good, but maybe he's just passionate about the game. Who knows? But yeah, he came out with the thing and said, he agrees with how the PGA, handle it, and how other athletes miss events, people with World Series and stuff like that, and Super Bowls and the NCAA, their athletes miss events. They said it was just part of it. So I feel like he could be. He was on fire. I don't know if the courses are playing way differently. I know he went to college on that side of the States, so maybe that is more of his element. I can see him performing really well. We need to see Brooks. We need to see Brooks win one. We need to see Brooks win another major. I know a lot of people are chirping him. I think he could. I think Colin has a good shot. Colin played well at Memorial. He has another good shot here. I think Justin Thomas. I don't think Justin will win. I think he'll be in top 5. But he's fallen short quite a bit since Players. But when that man gets on a roll, sheesh, watch out. Just get out of his way. I don't think DJ or Rory, I don't think they're going to perform. It's kind of up in the air. The other one that's real, you got to look. Well, okay, Jordan Spieth, obviously. I know I had him in one of the groups to win or to place or win. You can't count Jordan out ever. Hopefully he does better than the PGA Championship. I hope. But the one you got to watch out. This guy shows up in majors, man. I'm telling you, he shows up. I didn't really notice like how good his game was until the Masters, but Will Zalatoris has a hot chance. I think he's got a good chance of showing up. The other one is Xander. Like, I'm just naming off all these guys. Like, they're obviously my favorites, but I'm just like, dude, these guys are just good. Like, it's so hard to pick on who's gonna come out and perform. And then you got Louis. Every major. This dude you know what? He's the best putter in the world statistically. That's what gets him. He's always going to be up there because his putter is lights out. So you got to look out for Louis. I hope Victor Hovland plays well. Do I think he'll win it? No. And then you got to watch out. Another one is Bryson. He won the U.S. Open last year, I think. Was that at Winged Foot? Was that the Open? I think it was. He won the U.S. Open last year at Winged Foot. So Bryson going back to back. If Bryson goes back to back, oh my gosh, the Brooks and Bryson feud will get way more interesting. But really good groups. I'm gonna be watching it. I'm also gonna be streaming. Probably this weekend. I completely reset my computer and I've been doing a little bit of gaming, like I said. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited for this weekend. There's just way too many good people that play golf right now that it's just like, who's gonna show up, man? I don't know. It's close. I don't know, dude. I hope it's close. I hope it's not a blowout. John might just come out and be 6 strokes ahead of everybody going into Sunday. You never know. But the other thing that I want to talk about, if you guys haven't seen, so the reason that I really like Bubba Watson and Phil Mickelson is because their social media presence is excellent. They are so good with social media. They're awesome. Phil is just he's like the one-liner king. And, he just turned 51. I think it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Dad. But his one-liners are great. But the other guy that a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people don't overlook him because I look at his like social media interaction and it's pretty hot. Bubba Watson, man. This man is on social media, and I'm telling you, every time there's a major, this guy comes with some fresh kicks. I don't know if you've seen the Masters J's. The Master J's that he wore sick, and then he's been coming out with TikToks of his new kicks that he's going to be wearing for this, and they're all Jordans. He came out with like a meme, like he's like, oh yeah, you got to have a glove to pick these up because they're so icy or something like that. Bubba, for being his age, straight G, straight. I mean, he is probably he's like one of the biggest G's on tour. When you go out and see him, he's more serious, but as his social, as he is like his goofiness and how he is on social media, dude's a straight G, and he's looking fly in his outfits. I know there's a lot of iffy outfits out there. By the way, I don't know why I thought about this. Now that I said outfits, I know Brooks posted a picture of his outfits, and so did Tony. So that reminded me Tony is playing, but he's not in the feature groups. I guess he's really not. He's just right there. He's right there. Like, he gets a major, he's going to start being in these featured groups. But Bubba Watson's shoes are fire. I don't know if you follow him on TikTok or anything, but this man he's got the hookups with Jordan, and he's always coming out with some fire stuff. I've been waiting for some bright pink J's to match his driver. The dude's just straight G. He's not old enough to be my dad. He'd be like an older brother. Like, our parents, like if he was my older brother, our parents got like frisky and they had a kid early on, and then they were like, that's the only one we want. And then all of a sudden, like one night, they were just like, after, I can't remember, I don't even know how old Bubba is. Let me see. But like one night, parents just got frisky. Yeah, he's only 42. I have a sister who's 41. So there you go. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, he's old enough to be my older brother, so it's like, how my sister was is my mom got married, had a kid early, and then she got divorced, met my dad. I think, what I'd say my sister was 13, 14 years older than me, 13, something like that. Met my dad, had me, so my sister's like 13 years older than me, so 14, something like that. So yeah, Bubba's right in there, but dude's straight G. Dude is straight G. He's cooking up with these. I'm gonna see if I can find. They're like these things are fresh. They're like purple and kind of like North Carolina blue. They're fresh, man. They are fresh. I love that he always comes out with videos of his Jordans. I wish he would give them away. What I would do to get a pair of those, I don't even know if I'd wear them, honestly. If I got a pair of those Jordans from Bubba, I don't even think I'd wear them. I think I would just hold them and put them next to the visor. But, yeah, so a lot of people have been talking about the Bryson and Brooks thing. It's still going on. It's still like a big topic in the golf world. It's been on ESPN. It's been all over all these news things, and they've asked both of them about it, and they think it's both good for golf, and they both don't mind it. I've had conversations with friends. I think Brooks doesn't care. Bryson might get on his nerves a little bit, but I like Brooks, but I do like Bryson as well. I feel like Bryson has a little bit of a cringe side to him when he talks about golf, but I think that's just how passionate he is about golf, so I can't really knock passion, He's trying to get better and get technical with it. But if you go and watch him on his YouTube channel, he just seems like the normal, chill dude who you can hang out with every day. So I can't pick, I can't really pick a side on that, honestly. But a lot of people were disappointed because Brooks and Bryson didn't get matched up this weekend. And I'm like, man, you guys are forcing it. When you force that matchup, I don't think it's going to be as good as an outcome if it happens. I think it's going to happen. I think you should let nature run its course. It will naturally happen. They'll both have a good week, want to come out on fire. The best thing that would actually be for this tournament this week or this weekend was Bryson and Brooks both make the cut, do well all week, and they are in the first feature group. Like, they're coming around. They're in the last feature group on Sunday. So it's Bryson versus Brooks on Sunday for the major. You have Bryson trying to defend that major. You have Brooks trying to get another one, and then you have the Bryson and Brooks feud. If you had both of them this weekend on Sunday, last group, fighting for the championship, numbers will be stupid. But the problem is they both have to perform, and I don't see either one of them. I mean, Brooks probably didn't care as much at Palmetto. That's probably why he didn't make the cut. He just wanted to go out and get a couple swings. I hope he performs well. I think Bryson's going to perform well. He usually does. There's usually like a couple mistakes that he might make that don't force him into get him in the top 5. But I'm telling you, if both these guys are in the top 5 on Sunday and they're paired together, watch out. No one's gonna watch the top group. They're gonna watch Brooks and Bryson for sure. And the fans can get in it too, because honestly, I don't even think it might not be a good thing to piss Bryson off, especially off the tee. I mean, we learned at Wingfoot. He kind of taught us all a lesson, right? People were saying fairways, 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 and this guy was saying, I'm swinging as hard as I fucking can, and I'm sending it. I don't care if I hit a fairway, I hit a fairway. If not, I take a pitching wedge and get on the green. That's what he did. I think that's what he's going to do again here. We'll see. But I'm telling you, that matchup Sunday for the championship would be insane. I don't think it will happen. I don't think either one of them will be top 3. But I hope someone that I picked won. My guess, if I had to pick 3 people, can I pick 3? I can pick 3. This is my podcast. 3 people that I think have a good shot at winning this. 1, John Rahm. 2, Xander. 3, Will Zalatoris. One of those guys is going to win it. That's my opinion. You just got so many people that just might come out with a straight haymaker and just start dunking on people. I don't know. So those are my predictions. Hopefully this week is good. Hopefully I know the rough's tough. I've already been seeing, they've been, putting on social media oh, these are the roughs. You'd be standing over a ball, can't even see it. Those guys are good out of it. They make it look like it's hard. Those guys are so good they can get out of it. I know they have a couple bad shots. They might have 2 bad shots per out of the rough where they don't, where they chunk it or a little chunky monkey or something like that. But let's be real, those guys know how to get out of it. I think I could get out of it. Where would the ball go? Probably not on the green, but it would definitely go towards the green. But so yeah, those are my predictions. I'm hopeful that this weekend's good. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna watch it, 100%. And like I said, I don't know if you guys are interested in gaming. We'll probably be gaming and watching it at the same time. So yeah, the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is a weird story. So if you don't know, I live on a golf course. Usually when it gets later, the course starts calming down. I go out, grab my bag. We go out, we play 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, and then we come back to the first hole. And I'll play that, and then it'll get dark, and I'll chip and putt around the green. That's what I usually do. So I was a dumbass and lost my tripod during the scramble because the day before the scramble, I was going to go out and I was going to shoot a video. Well, it turns out that it was so backed up, we didn't want people to complain about me not having a camera. My memory card only had like a couple gigs on it, so I was like, well, we're not going to be able to do this. Now I can just focus on trying to play good. What I shoot there? An 80. I shot an 80 there. And I ended up bogeying the last hole. I was pissed. I bogeyed the last hole. I should have shot in the 70s. I had a double bogey. What hole was that? I can't remember what hole it was. I double bogeyed a hole. I was just like, I had like a few bad holes. Basically, I was 1 over through the front 9 and 7 over through the back. So if that tells you anything, I was pretty pissed. Now, it wasn't that hard of a course because the greens were extremely soft. So you can be really aggressive at the pin and at the green. Usually, like, if you have anything 6 iron, 6, 7, 8, 9 in your wedges. Well, let's say 6, 7, 8, 9 in pitching wedge. Ball was just landing and just stop, like, bam, stop right there. Now, if you had wedges, it was landing 1 hop, whoop, straight back. So, and it's a really short course. I think it's only like 6,100 yards from the tips. They only have men's and women's. They don't have anything else. So, like I said, pretty easy course, but ended up losing my tripod. Went out there for the scramble the next day. Couldn't find it. I'm like, what kind of old person? Like, a lot of old people go here. Why do you need a tripod? But it got stolen. So I was going to record this a couple days ago on Monday and get it out on Monday. But then I didn't have a tripod. So I ordered a new tripod. Came in today. That's why we're shooting this. But Monday, so I had all this time. And I was like, I'm going to go golf. So I went out, grabbed my bag, went up there. Put my tee in the ground. Next thing you know, 3 dudes come up, like, pull up to the tee box, and they're like, hey, do you care if we play ahead of you? I was like, nah, man, you can go ahead and go. He's like, you can play with us this hole, and then we'll just get ahead of you on the next hole. I'm like, that's fine. So I already have my tee in the ground. I hit a bomb. I think this hole is 370 to the front. It's about 370 to the front. There's a fairway bunker about 20 yards in front of it. I ended up in the fairway bunker. Fun fact, came back around, played that again, was 10 feet from the green. Now, it is downhill, left to right, downwind, soft condition, or dry conditions. So I probably hit it at about 330, 340, and it rolled out. But I bombed it. That's probably one of my farthest drives I've ever hit, ever. And it was just a bomb. It was so funny because those guys, when I came back around, there was guys in front of me. They're in the middle of the fairway, and they were just looking at me. And then they got on the green, and I teed off. And I knew it when I hit it. I kind of lost it because it was I hit it so perfect. And I looked, and I noticed it just had just a little cut, maybe like a 10-yard cut, coming right back into the middle of the fairway. And I seen it go down by the trees, and I couldn't see. You can only see the green from the tee box up there. You can't see any of the fairway once it goes down the hill. And I seen them turn around and then look up at me, and I knew I hit a freaking bomb. Anyways, the first group that I teed off with, I hit a bomb, ended up that fairway. These other guys, 40, 50 yards behind me, easy. But the thing is this was a rare occasion. Usually when you go golfing, you don't see very many lefties. I stepped up, and then I turned around. 2 out of the 3 guys that came up behind me were lefties. So it was 3 lefties and 1 right-handed person playing on a hole. Most rare thing ever. And it was kind of funny because it was like, it kind of tripped me out. I've never had that many lefties in a group, or I've never had lefties outnumber the right-handed people ever. So it was kind of cool. I ended up parring the hole. I was just hitting straight bombs that day. I've been hitting bombs. You know what I think it is? I switched balls. I switched golf balls. I did. I told you I was going to switch golf balls, switch the Pro V ones. I'm telling you, I'm carrying it an extra 15 yards. I have to. There's no way. I'm bombing it. I was hitting like 330 casually in the scramble. So I was playing from the tips, and then they were playing from the senior tees. And I'm like, so the tips is like the men's, and then you have the seniors and you have the women's. And the seniors and the women's are really close to each other. Let's just say that. So they have 100 yards on me on most holes. They have like 100 yards on me on par 5s and stuff like that. So what I was really focused on is fairways. If you can hit the fairway, it'll roll out quite a bit. I'm telling you, I probably averaged 305, 310 yards off the tee. Max probably 340 off of it. It was on a par 5. It was a par 5, and I took an 8-iron into the green off 2. You never hear of that on par 5s. Off from the tips as well. So I was mashing it. So it's the Pro V1s, man. I'm telling you. All right, guys. If you guys enjoyed this and you haven't watched the other episodes, we keep updates with the golf world. I don't really follow women's golf that much. It could be something I can get interested in, you know. Love the ladies. Love ladies at golf, you know. Probably going to marry one day. But not really interested in watching the LGPA and stuff like that at the moment. Open-minded about it, 100%. But just love the golf. Just love watching, you know, the men's division because they just do some crazy shit, bro. They're so good. And yeah, if you guys haven't checked out the other episodes, go check them out. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to win this weekend. If you guess it right, how about this? If you guess it right this weekend, I will give away a $100 gift card to either Dick's Sporting Goods or the PGA Superstore to the person who guesses it in the comments. There you go. If you guess it right, and you guess before your guesses have to be in before the Saturday round. You have to put it in before Saturday, so you can figure out. I'll even give you a little bit of a hint, and you can be like, hey, you wait to see who makes the cut, who doesn't make the cut, who's in the lead, and yeah. If you guess it, $100. I'll get one person in. So let me know who you think's gonna win down in the comments. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't, drop a like, subscribe. Like I said, leave who you think's gonna win down in the comments. And yeah, we got some content coming out. I haven't been recording that much, but we're gonna scratch everything because we're about to start a new series. I recorded a series, the first part of the series, and I was editing it last night. And I remember that I got pissed because they were like trying to get me to quit recording during the middle of the round, and it missed out a few shots. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna start the first video of me missing shots. And so it was a nice course. I could probably still use it as a golf vlog, but I'm not gonna use it as the series that I'm starting. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. And like I said, hopefully we have a good weekend with golf. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.